Okay, welcome back. So I took our previous example and I pasted it into Python tutor, and I'm gonna make one change. I will take this line and I will put it at the top. Okay, so let's visualize this, and the key thing I want you to look at is how we execute or how functions are actually executed. All right, so notice I am on line 9. We start in main, of course. I have my function prototype. This is telling the compiler what is the signature of our function. What does it look like? And so the first thing we see is that we will print a space, okay? And on the next line, which is line 10, we actually will call the function. So I want you to notice how when we call a function, we actually jump to the code inside that function. And so notice we will go from line 10 to line 20, which is the first line of code inside our greeting function. So let's look at that. All right, so notice I jump to line 20, and this is where I will start executing. And notice now, and let me go back. Okay, so we only had main, and so main is in blue. So main has the focus, meaning we are executing code inside main. And so when I click next and greeting has the focus, greeting is now in blue and main is now white. So this is telling me that the code that is being executed is from greeting. And so I'm going to do good day. I will do the asterisk and I will do hola. Now notice I am still inside greeting, but when I hit line 24, I will leave greeting. And this is very important. When you leave greeting, this function greeting will be destroyed. It will no longer be accessible. And so notice when I do next, I will jump back to line 13. And so why is it that we jump back to line 13? It's because the compiler, after it does a function call, it always goes back to main, in this case, and it always goes back to the line after the function call. So in this case, the next line of code after the function call is on line 13. And so that's the reason why it goes and jumps to line 13. All right. And so notice previous, right? Greeting was visible, but when we jump back to main, greeting is no longer visible, meaning that greeting has been destroyed. All right, and that's it. That's the end of our program. So the key thing to remember is we call our function from inside main, and when we call the function, we immediately jump to the actual body of the function. Okay, great. I'll leave it here. I'll see you in the next lesson where we will investigate, we will look at different ways of creating functions. This was one way where we only had void and an empty set of parentheses. We're going to look at when we have functions with something inside the parentheses next. I'll see you in that one.